I'm doing my job. Back on the mill.
We don't like them kids over there, man.
I mean, them boys, we don't like them boys. I don't like them boys.
All right, I don't know what it is, but I don't like these kids.
The champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. The champions, the champions, the champions. Hey, we gon' ball, never fall. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. My ring finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it.
Best in America for a reason, baby.
Getting out of school, we start it might be a little slow some days, but then we get in the locker room, turn the music up, bump a little bit, get around our friends, and
Coach Wally, I always get everybody.
For sure, come in live. Then as we walking up to practice, we already switching to that mode, and it's time to go at that point. And it's rock and roll. Put the pads on. It's time to hit.
Throw my hit like we hit at practice.
Hard work and dedication.
You might have to come with the receiver.
They don't believe that you can win at the half. They think it's a lot. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go. We take what we want. We take what we want. Ain't no love. So that's what we want.
Yeah, I would say that the culture, I guess, behind the whole program would be just like, if you put it in one little statement, would be like holistic development. I think we are really good at connecting with our athletes and also pushing them to be better than they were the day before. And so when you look at it in that way, we're expanding their mind, their mental, their physical. And you can see it on Saturdays. You can see those guys, they're mentally focused, mentally strong, and those guys are able to execute at a very high level. And in high school football, sometimes you have the really good athletes, but then they don't have necessarily that football IQ that you're looking for. And you know, it's unique here because we've built that. Guys know what's going on, they understand football, and then it helps them play fast on the field, and that's offensively and defensively. So I think our coaches have done a really good job of getting our kids to understand that it's always a next level. You never know what that next level is, but we're always striving for the next level. So never complacent, and I think that's kind of the culture we've set.
Let's do everything we do. Ready, go. Okay. Hey, Deuce, I like that change of pace. All right. You got 7 or 8 yards. He's going to get into a backpedal. It might be more like 10 yards, right? You got space. Set him up, right?
For the offensive line, it was kind of tough. For a good portion of the year, we were kind of named as a liability of the team. We had something to prove every week, and every week we know we had to go out there, win the line of scrimmage, and punish the dudes in front of us, and leave no doubt in anyone's mind that we were tougher up front.
Todd, here we go. Ready.
I mean, definitely being on the D-line, kind of seen as the weaker part of our defense. We got 3 men. We got returning Derek Badley, big guy, but he was returning from an injury. We had injuries all throughout the season, but coming into practice, we're always hitting, always, going through something. I feel like linemen definitely, they do the dirty work, so you're always doing something, but I feel like it's one of the greatest positions. I mean, I can eat whatever I want, go to practice, have a good time, but yeah, definitely being a lineman is great.
Practice is high energy, high intensity. I mean, practice be hard, man. I can't lie. I feel like my best competition is in practice for the most part.
Practice is straight competition. You got the best and the best going together. Then you got coaches pushing us to be the best that we could be. And you see what we produced on the field.
Practice is super competitive. I love it personally. It's because you got dogs against dogs, so of course you're going to be head-to-head and stuff like that. And but at the end of the day, even if we're arguing and stuff like that, we all family. We all love each other, and we always,
So they had a different experience from practice than I did this year. Since I had an injury, I couldn't practice a lot. So I was just coaching the young guys up, like getting Zay in the playbook, make sure he knows what he got going on. Fat, make sure he knows what's going on. But all these guys smart, they pick it up quick. So I just get some tidbits here and there and let them rock out. They did their thing this season, so.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like practice, the whole goal of practice is to make the game easy. So when you're going against, you have a lot of good players are playing around you at practice every day. They make it when you get to the game, everything's just like second nature, easy.
Good! 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 Come on, Will. Good. Hey, let's go right here. Let's go. Hey, come on, Pat. Give him something. Patrick, move over. Yep, right there. Good. Here we go. Hey, on. Yeah. Good. Move over. There you go. Ready. Me. There we go. Good.
Coming in fresh, everyone was kind of telling me, like, this is a big game, and I thought I played in some big games prior, but walking onto that field, August 27th, the sun was blazing, the lights out. It was special, really. But I didn't think. What really surprised me though was competition, because everyone swore the competition at private school was a lot better, even though foolishly I didn't think so at the time. But it was a rude awakening. I'll admit. First quarter for me was definitely really tough. I had troubles with my snaps, but we got it all down, and we kept our trust in one another, and we started really working.
Me though, it was based off the they don't believe type thing. But that was like my whole mindset the whole season though. So it wasn't just like Benedictine though. It was like but especially them though, because last year Cam was that dog though. So this coming up this year, it was like I gotta prove to everybody why I got the offers, why my name, this, that, and the third. But so coming so first game we had them, I'm like, this is the time to prove it.
It's always gonna be words exchanges. It was just the heat of the moment, the excitement of the first game of the season, especially against the rivalry and all the whole state out there almost. So it was just heat and excitement.
I'd say coming off state championship last year, a lot of people doubted us. You said we should have won overtime, win by 1, 2-point conversions, lucky. But I think that drove a lot of people on our team to prove them wrong, especially me going into the game. I didn't like hearing people say we should have lost. Mm-hmm. Like newspapers said we should have lost, old money, all this stuff. So definitely pushed me to kind of prove that we're here to stay. We have a purpose, and we're not going to let anybody just beat us.
Yeah. We don't like them kids over there, man. Mm-hmm. It's just it's something about them. Like me coming in as a freshman.
With Joel.
With Joel, and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. I didn't know no rivalry, St. Chris, Benedictine. Mm-hmm. I didn't know nothing like that. I'm just it's another game. Then actually playing them, and then people talking smack online, and
memes. Memes, outrageous.
I just don't like them kids over there. Every time I hear their name, I just want to go play football against them or something.
I never really had no animosity towards them until I played them for the first time, and I was like, all right, I don't know what it is, but I don't like these kids. So ever since then, and then when we played them my sophomore year, and I didn't really do much against them, this year when I played, I made sure to leave my stamp on the game.
So, and the whole week leading up, studying film, going looking at the wide receivers releases down the third, looking at the quarterback drop, who can throw it to the most. So, the whole time I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, they gonna try you, they don't believe in you, they gonna try you. So that just keeps me amped up, cause in their mind they thinking well, in my mind I'm thinking they thinking that they gonna try to expose me or so I just can't let that. In my mind I couldn't let that happen.
I mean, we know. We take care of business. We know what time it is. I mean, them boys, we don't like them boys. I don't like them boys. They talk so much stuff from the summertime to week before the game, saying they gonna do this to us, that to us, this to us. Them boys, they can't mess with us, man.
I ain't really got too much to say about them because I didn't really know what Trinity was until my sophomore year. We played them, and I mean, kids on the team back then, Jay Wolford this. He was probably the only person that got me a unsportsmanlike conduct though. He got me out my element, and then they had another offensive tackle. He went to Army. I was 16, and he did want to commit it. So I'm getting pissed off because like I won't doing my business, but I eventually we played in the playoffs. So I did my business, but like playing them is just I can't stand it. Like it's always like it's just static every time.
I mean, me personally, like I'm cool with a couple of them, but it's still smoke though. It's still smoke. I don't like it.
Yeah, the first game, it was my first high school game. Pretty nervous. I had high expectations for people. They expected me to go out there and do great, coming in as one of the top wide receivers in the country. So I just had to uphill the high expectations and go out there, do well on the field.
That whole week of practice leading up to when we played them, like the energy is high, like everybody excited to play them. And then actually going out there on game day, the atmosphere, like the music, the fans, it just gets you excited and ready to play.
I don't pay too much like into that, but I just, like you said, I just try to win the game, and then next week win the same thing, just keep winning. So, I mean, I go into every game like we gotta win, we gotta show it. They talking, we gotta prove it. Not to them, but to ourselves that we are who we say we are. Just getting blown out in the past 2 years. So we came out and we won in Henrico, and then it was like a big deal. Like again, like the atmosphere in that game was a big deal. So like I kind of knew like where that rivalry was heading. Like it's probably, in my opinion, one of the out of Hot Springs around like the best rivalry in Virginia. So like in Richmond. So, that whole week leading up to mini team, like it's really like fast paced, everything fast paced, and it's just like school is exciting, like everything. So that rivalry at St. Chris probably like the best rivalry all year.
I'm off what he said. I just focus on the day of. I'll be in the present, so I don't focus on tomorrow. I don't focus on social media. If I practice that day, work hard in practice. If I have a game that day, be a dog in the game. So that's my opinion.
New Bundy do add a little swag to it though.
I feel like before the first game, our whole team couldn't wait. Not even just our whole team, but like the city, just from playing a really close game to them in the championship the year before that. Like everything on social media, it was at Benedictine at 1 o'clock. Still remember, everybody was waiting for it. But we knew we just had to go out and perform, which we did.
Yeah, because, I mean, really, the only thing, literally, a lot of things Coach said, the only people that could beat us is us. So just the standard was a big thing the whole offseason, just upholding that standard and keeping it like that.
Exceed their intensity, okay? Remember that intensity, right? That ferocity that we felt when we went to St. Chris. That's going to be that plus another level higher.
Go take it.
All right?
Take it. Yes, sir. Hostile environment, go take it.
Look, y'all don't work as hard as any team ever of a football team can work, collectively. The numbers show it in the weight room. I see what you do when you're trainers. You've been out every day. Hell, I was watching baseball season. Y'all was out here 15, 20 deep. Starters, non-starters, just football. All right, now it's time to go show up and show out. All right, let's put 804 on notice. Let's put them on notice.
Back on the island, we getting clocks, we getting racks. I was Drake Cole, now this man is showing me taking the citizen. So you know I'm gonna step out first. Let's stay in the track. I keep on dissing in raps, passing my guns and kids get killed. You know this game, I'm still doing some better than that. I'm gonna get my legs, listen, I'm good. I'm gonna keep running and running. I'm gonna get from catching a clip. I'm gonna down, I'm still
started.